Good evening, everyone. My name is Ronaldo, and as the representative for this group, first I would like to introduce our group. Our group consists of 5 people, which are myself, Ronaldo, and we got Timothy, and we got Ryu, then we got Marshall, lastly, we got Harry. So, our group chose the management topic. Therefore, today we will increase your knowledge on how to be a good leader. First up, I'd like to start with a quote that I think is good and will be suitable for this topic. The topic says, great leaders doesn't tell you what to do, they show you how it's done. So why did I chose this quote? This quote means that a true leader doesn't just boss around and tell people to do things. Well, real leaders guide and show people how to do things. According to the dictionary, as that additional information, guide is a person who advises or show the ways for the others. So basically, a real leader does not only give orders to others, but they also tell them and guide them how to do things. So, what is a leader? In common terms, leader is a person who leads or commands a group. So basically, a leader is someone who is in charge of some group, organization, or even a country, or even something larger.
How does it take to be a good leader? For me, a good leader is not only defined by their performances or their results, but I think a good leader is not only giving command orders, I think they give an example. They show passion, they show integrity. So it's not only about being the number one, it's also about serving and managing. According to Forbes.com, there are 10 unique perspectives on what makes a good leader. The first one is have faith in their beliefs. We need to show them we trust their ideas, their contribution to the teams. And then the second one is to make the hard choices because the best choices is not always come to the easy way, in the easy way. Sometimes it comes on the hard way. And the third one is earn the respect of the team. You have to show that you are appreciating what they do. You respect what they believe. Okay, so number four, we have to recognize the teams. Means we need to know what are the strengths and the weaknesses on our team, and we need to develop and repair it. Number five, we need to know what that the people is the key of the success. We cannot give our best if our people is not giving their best. Number six, we need to articulate a clear visions, means that we have to show them that we have a clear pictures in our mind, we have a clear goals, the company goals. And the last, we need to push people to be their best. We have to motivate them. We have to keep pushing them to give the best versions of themselves. So the performance can be increased as well.
Continuing Timothy, to be a good leader, we also need to serve a greater cause. As a leader, you must have a larger goal in mind in order to create a better organization in the future. Focus on helping the team, such as working to attain a common goal. Leader must trust their employees to accomplish their task and to be able to contribute to the team and values the employees' feedback. Do not lead by force. A leader must communicate with his or her employees rather than imposing orders. Two-way communication is very important to be a good leader, where we can also listen to our employees' suggestions and ideas. Why do we need a leader? Well, we need to have a leader in order for a company or organization to run and operate smoothly. That being said, a leader is someone who can inspire, encourage, motivate, and push everyone in an organization in order to achieve their very best. That being said, a leader is also required to solve problems within their organization, as well as being responsible for the organization's operation. Leader must have leadership spirit to direct his employees to help develop an organization or a company.
So remember, between a boss and a leader is the difference is a boss says go, a leader say let's go. So what does it mean? So basically, a leader is a person who leads, guides, inspires group of people. On the other hand, a boss is only the owner of some business or is appointed by the owners to be in charge. So usually a boss tends to only tell people what to do instead of um, giving them the example of how to do it. The truth is some bosses are simply that they make decisions that affects the direction of the company and often control how money is spent. However, this characteristic don't make them, that doesn't mean this characteristic is make them to be leaders. Leaders motivate their employees, which then inspires them to follow their leaders' example. Bosses tend to push employees instead of directing them. This type of managers tend to never make any decision, which force employees to work without guidance or expectation, while their manager hides behind a wall of inaction. A true leader frequently present ideas and work alongside their employees. They clearly communicate objectives to the team, and their action are aimed at achieving goals together. So think of like this: a boss awards themselves, but a leader awards others. A boss is your superior, and your leader is your colleagues. Uh, a boss is your uses people instead of developing people. A boss evokes fear, and a leader evokes respect. A boss know how it's done, but a leader show you how it's done.
So now, what is the role of a leader? The most important thing to do for a leader is to give a clear direction and also clear information to his or her followers. Leaders have to make sure that his followers completely understand, but just not by giving it, but also have to guide and lead them. Leaders ensure that all followers understand, embrace, and work toward achieving those objectives, and they provide the momentum, sharing, and celebrating progress toward achieving company goals to its followers, setting new targets, and providing needed resources. Next is, what do leaders need? Leaders must have the ability to one, teach others as well as you lead and guide them as a leader. Two, integrity. Having integrity as a leader not only encourage the most truthful and fair practice and outcome, but also sends a strong and positive example to your team or your followers. The third skills is problem solving skills. Problem solving skills can help leaders make quick decisions and also resolve obstacles with their team and external teams alike. The last one is patience. Why leaders need these skills? Because with patience in leadership, the right amount of effort, and by taking proper steps, you can strengthen your followers or your team or your group so that the followers can accept you as a leader.
So, the conclusion of this presentation is to act like a leader. Be a leader, not a boss. Basically, you have to teach, mentor, and guide your followers. Lead by example. That's all from us. Thank you for your attention.